Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with very good news. Well, I am finally a citizen of India. It's been a tug of war, if I must say. Like whenever I'm traveling, whenever we plan to travel to India, I must go get a visa, blah blah blah. And usually with having kids, it's sometimes hectic. So finally I got my card of being a citizen of India. Like, wow. We are so proud of this. Like, I am specifically so proud of this. My husband is so proud of this because we not filed actually. So we applied for this last year in November. You guys know that time I was planning to go to India, and I had to try and apply for this. So I didn't know that it is going to take time to come back or to be approved or something. But then after applying and submitted, so I'm going to tell you the whole story about the submission. It wasn't easy, but God saw us through, and here it is. So I submitted my papers, and I was told it may take 3 to 6 months to be approved, right? 3 to 6 months to be approved, right? Because it can't be approved immediately. The papers have to go to India, then go through so many hands to be approved. So I thought when I apply, probably it will take a month or so. I think I applied November or before November, something like that. So I thought it would take at least a month, and then it will come back and I'll have to travel with my document, right? But then when I reached there, they were like, dude, it has to take 3 to 6 months for it to be approved and to be back here in Uganda. So I had to apply for a visa instead of waiting for this, right? So after applying for this, during the process of applying for this, guys, it was a very big thing for me. It took a lot of my time. Moving from this office to that office, they want so many documents, like they need a certificate, my birth certificate. I had a birth certificate, like my mom had gotten me a birth certificate before when I was going to sit for my first board exams. So, and at that time, the birth certificates that were issued at that time, probably they're not being used now anymore because of the NIRA that has been brought up in Uganda. So they need a birth certificate that is straight from NIRA and the one that is certified from NIRA. I mean, you get it from NIRA and then take it for certification. So the birth certificate I had, like I filled all the forms and stuff, and then I had to try and attach that. And when I reached, they were like, no, we need a certified one. So I went to NIRA. And then when I reached NIRA, they were like, this certificate doesn't work. We need you to reapply for a NIRA certificate. But for reapplying for a NIRA certificate, you need to have, how do they call it? I don't remember. Something like from the place of birth. Like my mom gave birth to me from my home area, like her hometown, right? So they needed some document, I've forgotten how they call it, to come from there to here. So it needed to come on a bus, guys. So I called my mom and I'm like, do you know what? Can you get somebody to do this? They need this, blah, blah, blah. So she had so many friends and politicians around like her hometown. So she calls one of them and she's like, my daughter needs this, blah, blah, blah. So the man does that and he sends it, but he sends a wrong one. So when he sends a wrong one, like he sent the manual one. They needed the printed one, but then he sent the manual one. And I reached back to NIRA. The guy was like, no, we needed the other one. So I'm like, I can't keep on doing this, so you must help me and find a way to do this. So he's like, okay, let me send you to somebody at the main office and you go, they will help you out. So he does, and I go there. Then they needed a marriage certificate. We had it, but then they were saying that dates are not matching. Oh my God! If you have traveled to India and you have gone maybe to apply for a visa or something, you must know the saga that is at the Indian embassy. I am not speaking bad about the Indian embassy. I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for being there for us. But then when you reach at the Indian embassy, those of you who have gone to India, you know what happens there. Like they need this, they send you back, and at times they're not in their mood. So that day, thankfully, they were not so rude to me. Like they're never rude to me. So, but I have seen them being rude to some other people, but I think it's because they get tired, they see a lot of people, it gives them headache. I understand that. So I go there, and then they're like, we certify our marriage certificate. So when we reach there, they're like, dude, you guys, the dates of your marriage are not matching. I'm like, how are they not matching? Like, it's typically written here. So the thing is, when you get married, like the court marriage, they don't issue the original certificates, right? They give the replacements. It's called a replacement. And then they keep the originals with them in their systems. So they had given us that, but then by the time we got it, when we needed it, it had 2018. Yeah, yet we got married 2016, but then it also has 2016 on it. And then this guy's like, how comes you guys have two different dates of marriage, blah blah blah. We tried to explain, and then he's like, no, we need an original one. Okay, it's okay, no problem, let me just send it. If it fails, if they resend it back, then you'll have wasted your time and money and stuff. So I just told my husband, you know what, let's give it a try. He might have gone through this, but then when it goes to India, maybe those people will be like, those other people in Uganda have gone through it, and it must be right. So I just sent it with faith. I'm like, it will come back right. So they asked for so many documents, and the marriage certificate and my birth certificate had given us problems, like a lot of headache. So when we got done with that, we just applied and submitted. So we just crossed our fingers for it to come back, like without them giving us any other issues, like, you guys didn't do this, you guys didn't do this. They had a bunch of papers they needed from us, which we took our time and got all of them for those guys, like letters from my in-laws in India. My mother-in-law had to write, my father-in-law had to write, my mother had, it was just a lot. So we applied, and I applied also for the visa to go to India. So I had almost forgotten about it. It's been quite months, right? So my husband just checked through his emails, and then he saw the email like, the OCI has been approved, and he calls me, and he was so excited. He's like, do you know you're a citizen of India? Like, finally, there's no need of having a visa anymore. So I just didn't know what to say then, but I was like, what? We did it. Like, finally. Those guys, we thought that what he was saying was really right. Like, they won't allow it because, of the marriage certificate and stuff. But God saw us through, and here it is. It came, and so it's written Overseas Citizen of India. That is the OCI thingy that I've been telling you. In short, they say OCI. So when I open in here, it doesn't have an expiry date. Means it is for life, right? Means it is for life, guys. So from now on, I am a citizen of 2 countries. That is you. My brother, when I told my family about it, my brother was like, my God, so you're a citizen of 2 countries. Wow, you're so lucky. Like, if anything happens to happen in Uganda, you just flee to India, and if anything happens to India, you just switch to Uganda, right? So I am super proud of ourselves. Like, thank you so much to my husband, who has been with me, in this hectic time. We had to go to so many offices together, and he didn't give up. He was like, I have to make this happen, because you have to be a citizen of India. Really, you have to. You deserve it. So here it is, and I'm super happy about that. So I'm shooting this video from the boys' bedroom because it has the nice lights, better than my bedroom. And that is in the living room, so I just wanted some more privacy. So the other thing is, yesterday, on 20th, we made 7 years of marriage. Woohoo! So it's been a long way. I can't imagine we're already 7 into this marriage, but here we are. We made 7 years in our marriage, and we are super proud of that. Like, and we are growing more stronger together. We hope for, you know, to celebrate more years together as a married couple. And for that, since I didn't make a video of our, you know, my I have a very unromantic husband, so we do not really like putting our life too much in videos and stuff. I don't know, I've seen a lot of people doing that, and my husband doesn't find it necessary to do that, and as well as I do not find that necessary. So we had a very alone time together. We celebrated it together, like how we've been doing for the past years, and I didn't shoot anything for that. But I want to tell my husband, thank you so much for being with me throughout these years. Like, we are married 7 and we have been together 11. So 11 years of togetherness is something so huge, so big for us. We've gone through stuff together. We've been stronger together, growing stronger together. We've improved on ourselves together. Like, we are there for each other every time. We are friends, we are partners, we are lovers, we are just everything for each other. And I'm so thankful to God for that. And that is something for us to celebrate about this. So I really deserved this, right? So and thank you so much to the new subscribers to our channel. Keep watching, please, and keep supporting our channel. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.